So in this video we are going to duplicate this website from this domain, this hosting, to another hosting, and also I will point the domain to the new hosting. I have this website hosted on Hostinger, but I want to move it to DigitalOcean server. So what's the best way to do this? Or in case you have this website on this domain but you want to move it to another domain you just bought or something else. In my case, I will just use the same domain, but it's the same process. The first thing, we will need a plugin called Duplicator. So let's go to our WordPress panel. In my case, I have already installed it. So you will go to add new plugin, and then you can search for Duplicator. So yeah, let's activate it and get started. Once you install the Duplicator, the first thing you have to do is to create a new package. It's when you will save your WordPress files and backup. So we will go and create new. You can name it like let's say backup for YouTube. Just keep the setting as default as they are. Go next. You just make a quick check. You just see that everything is eligible for the backup. And then you can go and click build. Okay, so now we have everything's ready. So that's your backup. You can save this one, and that's the installer that we are going to use in the new website. We'll just click download both file and the installer. Okay, so there's another solution, is you have to buy the Duplicator Pro, and instead of using the installer manually in your new website, you can just drag and drop, and you will have your website move to other websites more easily. So yeah, let's continue. For now, we'll just click download both files. You have to allow multiple files to be downloaded. Yeah, so we have the installer already there, and we have the full backup of the website, which is not very huge, but yeah, it will take a bit of time. For now, we can go to the DigitalOcean and make the droplet ready to for the transfer. Right. Okay, so we will go to the main domain, which is great. We have to edit this one, and we have to replace it with the new IP address we have generated here, which is alright. Let's replace, click save. In my case, I will just delete this one because it's related to FTP with the old hosting. Okay, later on you can remove anything unnecessary, but for now I will keep everything as it is for now. Alright, so now we have the domain pointed to this new droplet. Now let's configure the droplet, install WordPress, and continue. Alright, so what you have to do is to go and click Access Console. Now this will only install WordPress on our new server, new domain, etc. So yeah, there is a prompt asking you what is your domain. Do you want it will ask, do you want to use like the SSL or not, and a couple of questions. Do you tell? Okay, updates is fine, perfect. Okay, now it's very important to log in. To be honest, we will just go and install the file. So yeah, what you are going to need now is to log in to your server with the droplet, DigitalOcean droplet. So that's the IP. Username is always root. The password, which is already saved. Okay, or you can put 22 and hit quick connect. Yes, always trust my device. And yeah, now we are in the public directory. Let's go and write your HTML, and that's where the WordPress is. So now what we have to do, as you remember, we have already downloaded the two files, a PHP installer and the backup of the old website. We will just go here, go to downloads, and slide this one here and put it here. As you see, there is an upload going on. The same thing for the installer. Okay, I will have an issue if I change the name, so I will remove this one, keep this one, and make sure it says only installer. Perfect. Same thing here. What we have to do is we have to go for our domain upload to be complete. Put installer.php, so we can open the installer and begin with our installation process. What we have to do is to copy the file name and put it here. I'm talking about the backup file name. So copy everything, paste it here, and click zip. Submit. Now, as we are going to override the website, just go and click apply. The installer will use the new database. We have just installed WordPress, and WordPress comes with a new database. We will have to install our old database in the new one, so it will be overridden. Click apply and validate. Yeah, so it said override because the installer already found a WordPress version already installed in the server. Alright, you can check those notices, see if there is something serious. System pass, PHP config pass. Alright, so you have to agree and click next. And now you have to wait, and in less than like maybe a couple of minutes, your website will be ready in the new host with everything, and not a single file will be missing. Normally database is the longest part because usually it's very big. Now it seems that everything is working well. What we have to do is always make sure to click auto delete installer files. For security reasons, you have to delete all the files that we have just added, and go to your admin and use the credential that you have been using in the old website. Now the password in one hand. I'll click remember me and I will click login. The old credential should work, and as you see now, you will notice that there is no plugin, nothing is activated, but it's just the first access. You just click refresh and you will see everything will be activated. Also go to plugins, and you can select all of them and activate them, or you can choose which are the plugins that you want to keep, or which are the plugins that you want to don't activate. In my case, I will just activate everything, and then I will deactivate the plugins that I didn't want to use anymore. I will disable this one. Yes, I guess that's all. Click apply again. Alright, now as you see, all the plugins are activated and your website should be looking good. Let's give it another refresh. Alright, let's take a look what's happening here. Alright, perfect, everything seems good, everything on place, there is no CSS problems, no style problem, so that's nothing very difficult to understand, I guess. But everything is good, everything is working perfectly. As I told you before, you can use the same thing with a different domain. It doesn't matter if the same domain or it's a different domain, because the installer use the domain that you have on your server. It doesn't matter, to be honest. And yeah, that's all, and thanks.